All right, so we're here today with a person who really does need an introduction, Mr. One Man, One More himself, to ask him about his pro se experience. Could you introduce yourself, please, to our audience?
Yeah, sure can. John Crawley, one man, one more landscaping. I am that guy, self-made out of Nashville, Tennessee. Definitely putting on for the city.
Okay, and let me ask you this question: have you ever been pro se before?
Yes, I have.
Okay, and could you explain to our audience who may not know what does pro se mean? When you hear the terms pro se, what does that mean to you?
To me, it means you're representing yourself by going to court in a
Okay.
court of law. So that's what pro se means.
Okay. And you said you have been pro se before.
Yes, I have. I
Okay.
definitely been pro se before. Actually going through a divorce case. I represented myself for a long period of time.
Okay. And what was that like for you?
It was definitely scary in the beginning, but I felt like me going pro se, I better represented myself because I was the one actually in the situation that needed to get represented. And then with me, what I found out, representing yourself pro se, you don't have to follow the same rules of engagement as attorneys have to. And you can really speak from your heart on what's really going on, what's happening. And as long as you have factual information that you're bringing to the courts, a fair judge will always hear you out, and that's what I've learned about being pro se. You just gotta come with the facts. You can't make up things. Whatever you say, you need to be able to have supporting documents when you represent yourself pro se. And also, if I can't say this, understand the rules of the court. Find out what's the appropriate procedures that you need to take, the best steps you need to take just to be heard. Because if you don't understand the rules of engagement, it will not work out in your favor a lot of the times.
All right. So you heard it from one man, one more landscaping. You need to know the rules of engagement and you need to have the facts when you're representing yourself. Or do you have any other tips for our audience?
Um, yeah, of course. When you go to court, it's always a nervous setting, especially when coming from a situation where every time you go to court, it's in some, you might be in a little trouble. So but just know this, I mean, you might be nervous. Just speak from your heart and just tell the truth. You know what I'm saying? Because the truth will set you free in that courtroom as long as you have the supporting documents that proves that you have a valid reason for being there. If you have that, don't worry about anything else because right and wrong is wrong. The truth will always comes out in that court of law. So, and a lot of times I think that people have a misconception about it, and it's because maybe they it's different situations are different. But I know when normally people go to court, it's a nervous feeling about it, but it'll work out for you as long as you being truthful and you have the supporting documents. It'll go your way.
All right, so you heard it from Mr. One Man, One More Landscaping himself. Again, my name is Gina Crawley. I'm an attorney that practices law in Nashville, Tennessee. This is not legal advice, this is general information. I'm just trying to get the word out. Thanks so much for watching and stay tuned for more.